Imperfect parenting. Attachment to problems. There is a danger in every relationship that we lose ourselves as we become more entangled in a world of interconnectedness. Our children require a clear picture of who we are so that they have something definite to hold on to and to relate to. Shifting sands are difficult to negotiate. If we can't project the image of certainty that our children need, then they will drift like a ship in prevailing winds without an anchor. It's hard to stop this before it starts, but it can be done. There is a power structure in every relationship. Just like animals prey on animals in the animal kingdom, so the human ego always whispers that there is more to life. As true as this is, as we search for a grounding and an aim to elevate our understanding and position in life, we have to realize if what we consider to be our needs are perhaps not just our wants. We all have inner weaknesses. They manifest in different ways. For some, the voice in our head tells us that it is all right to be who we are when we could be so much more. And for others, the voice whispers, we could be so much more when we yet have to come to terms with who we are. As always, recognition of the problem is the first step to solving the problem. But how do we know which voice inside is the real me? It takes time, and we must filter carefully. Our behaviors are partly unique and partly hereditary and partly cultural. We are a construct of many differing building blocks fitted awkwardly together on a daily basis. The world is a complex mesh of dangers to navigate. Narrow channels and dead ends are common. Oftentimes, as we grow apart from the things and the people that we once knew so well. True friends, let us go where we need to go. False friends hold us back by reminding us of our personal failures and doubting that dreams can come true. As people age, our physical and mental structures cement, and we're weighed down by refusing the obvious need to change with the times. Friends without words of encouragement are to be very wary of. If we don't move forward, then we stagnate, and then we slide backwards. This is because balance is only momentary, and resistance is always there. We need to remain positive through all kinds of adversity. Life will present you with a series of complicated challenges. There are devils in all of the details. Deception is a devilish characteristic of the human persona. Liars will lie. They need no real reason. Everyone is bending reality to fit into a structure of belief that they have. We must be as consistently truthful as possible. Parents are often guilty of indirect lies to their children. You must have the discernment to recognize all that is inaccurate. Actions and words that are incongruent will only confuse the listener. Praise used inconsistently only causes confusion. Dismissal of real experiences inhibits communication about how we can develop. We undermine self-confidence in ourselves and in our children by not seeing actions through to their relative conclusion. In short, we must finish everything that we start. It is absolutely necessary for the survival of our children that we teach independence rather than dependence. This does not mean teaching children to be distant, but in helping them to recognize where they may be able to fit into the bigger picture. And life is a picture where you must interpret everything at once and decide which elements to filter in and which to filter out. Clarity brings wisdom, where confusion would only be disempowering. Most people tell the truth most of the time. This is why it can be difficult to parse reality into reliable and unreliable information. We must examine the language of the body as much as the words that are spoken. We must understand that healthy thinking is a holistic process that is a whole body experience. Every picture sells a story, and the face usually gives the game away. The world is often inside out. Illnesses of the mind often manifest in reactions within the body. Disease is always a result of external stresses placed upon a person that are beyond their control. Multiple pressures can be extremely difficult to handle, but perhaps it helps to remember the Eastern meditative saying that in life pain is inevitable, but suffering is not. Seeking truth will present you with challenges, but it is the only way forward. With this perspective only can you lead your children through examples rather than with abstract words. Days of light are always divided by nights of darkness. Know that every positive thing that you can do makes a difference, and little steps in the right direction are far better than a static approach. Remember that time spent alone can often help you with clarity regarding problems to solve. Courage requires that we enter the forest at the most foreboding point. Sometimes our children will realize the difference between right and wrong before we do. We can't change if we don't want to change, and transformation requires a vision. And truth is something that does not change over time. Thank you for listening.